There we go, and today we're going to do this review on the ArrowSpeed Chrono. I've had a question about it, and I've also read about this same question that was put forth to me, and that was that the length to the chronograph that attaches through the stabilizer on the RADARchron needs to extend far enough that the arrow is out of the bow by the time it goes over the top of the RADARchron. I've looked into it. I spoke to a customer that was in my shop one day who knew a little bit about radars and everything, and they suggested to me that it was more likely that it wasn't getting read going over the top of the box here. It was the arrow was actually getting read as it flew to the target as it went past. So they kind of suggested that it was probably going to make very little difference, and the manufacturers only give you this little rod here which is 7 inches, and I figured that, you know, if there was a difference that they would probably give you a longer rod. But instead of just figuring and guessing and maybe and things like that, I figured, well, since the question was put forth to me that it needed to be 2 or 3 feet long instead of 7 inches, that I would do a couple of little tests with a few different bows, and we would see if it actually reads any different. So let's have a crack. Okay, so the first bow that I'm going to have a shot out of here is going to be a PSE Elite series. This bow is 46 inches axle to axle. It has a 9-inch brace height. It is 28 and a half inches of draw, and it is 35 pounds. This is the bow we're looking at, and it is the PSE Elite series. This is a really nice bow for the age of it, with a wood core, with a wood core limb, and we're going to be shooting a 500 spine, feather fletched, sort of standard carbon arrow out. I'm going to reset this here. I'm going to see what the first shot comes back at. Okay, so we got the first shot there, and it says 178. Okay, we're going to go for the second shot. And it says 178. And we're going to go the third shot. And that is going to say 176. So there we go. That was the 3 shots out of the PSE Elite series. We'll put the extension rod on, and then we'll have another go. Okay, so what we've done here is I literally have a 2-foot Doinker stabilizer, which I've added onto the 7-inch factory. We have a look here. The arrow is on, and we come all the way down here, tip of the arrow, so there's plenty of distance here for it to go out. The first thing that I see from the issue is that I kind of had to make sure that this arrow was going to clear the top of this because of the distance. So if there is a difference, maybe you'd want to have it really right here on the end. Maybe it'd be easier just having the 2-foot stabilizer. If there's a difference, we'll trial that. At the moment, we're just going to have a shot with this as it's set up now. We're going to reset, same 500 spine arrow, and let's have a look. First shot, and it's 175. And it's 176. And we've got a 176 again. So that didn't appear to have much difference at all, really. We'll move on. I'll move on to a different bow, and we'll do the same test again. Okay, next we're going to have a shot here with this fusion bow. It's a pretty nice starter bow, split limb, rotating, module, cam, pretty standard thing for someone who was looking to get into archery. It's a 38-inch axle, it's 8-inch brace height, 29.5 inches of draw, and it's 45 pounds. We're going to be shooting a 400 spined feather-fletched arrow out of it. Let's reset. Let's have the first 3 with the factory rod on the chrono. And we've got 214. And we'll go the second shot. To 13. That's 213 again. Okay, put the long one on and we'll have another go. Okay, here again, we've got the long rod on the end, and we'll see what we get the next 3. And we have got 214. And we've got 215. We've got 214. Well, there's virtually no difference again with the longer rod over the shorter rod, but I'll have another go here with a third bow just to be sure. Okay, for our third test, we're going to shoot the Carbon Era from Elite. It's 31.25 axle with a 7.25 inch brace height. It's 29.5 inches and 60 pounds. And we're shooting a 400 spine arrow with 4-inch vanes. Let's see what the first shot tells us. And it says 260. And we'll go the next shot. Two, 5, 6. And 260 again. So I'll put the extension rod on and we'll see what we get. Okay, here we are with our extension on, and we'll see what we get with these 3 arrows. .265. .265. .263. So, well, that's what we're looking at. It did appear that we were getting an extra few feet a second of speed, literally a couple, out of the faster bow, out of the Elite here, the Elite Carbon Era. The other 2 bows, a little bit lower performing, literally seem to have no difference at all. So, yeah, take that for what it is. I suppose there's a little bit of truth to it, and then also not a lot of truth to it. So, I suppose, yeah, if you've got one of these at home and if you've done the same experiments, you maybe can add down in the comments below and just tell us what the difference was in your speed tests, and was there any major differences, and what did you do, and how long was your rods and things like that there, and we'll see what the information comes back with. Thanks guys, see ya.